Hi everyone! In this video we will simplify expressions involving subtraction with integers. But before we go on to that, let's review the order of operations. They start with parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, add and subtract from left to right. Our first step of parentheses can involve any type of grouping. A grouping of parentheses, brackets, absolute values, or long division signs, or fraction bars. Here I have two, and we start with the outermost ones, which are these brackets, but within those brackets, we also have to follow the order of operations, which starts with parentheses. So really, we start on the innermost set of parentheses or groupings. So here we have to do 59 minus 76 very first. But before we do that, I would like to add the opposite. This helps me to see that I have one positive and one negative. The 59 is positive and the 76 is negative. That means that I subtract and keep the sign of the larger. So we will do 76 subtract 59. I will have to borrow or ungroup from the 7. 16 minus 9 is 7. 6 minus 5 is 1. And so I get 17, and I keep the sign of the larger number, which is 76. So the answer is negative 17. Then we copy everything else down exactly as we see it, because we haven't done any of those operations yet. Now that I've completed the innermost set of parentheses, I still have to work on the parentheses, which is the brackets. And so I have 8 minus a negative 17, which I would change to add the opposite. Another way of thinking of that is that I have a negative times a negative, which is positive, or that I'm looking for the opposite of negative 17, which is positive 17. Either way, we end up with 8 plus 17, which gives us 25. And let's continue writing everything down exactly as we saw it before, because we haven't completed that operation of 7 subtract. Now we've completed all of our operations in the first step, which is parentheses, and we don't have any exponents, and I don't have any more multiplication and division, so I move on to adding and subtracting in our order of operations. 7 minus 25, and just like we did at the beginning, I'm going to change this to add the opposite so that it's a negative 25, and I can see that I have a positive 7, and since nothing's there, that means it's positive, and a negative 25, meaning that they have different signs, and that means that I need to subtract. 25 subtract 7 gives me, I have to borrow or ungroup, and 15 minus 7 is 8, 1 minus 0 is 1, and we're left with 18. And we look for the sign of the larger of the two. It looks like we have more negatives, so the answer is negative 18. And now we're all done.